Okay, well, made it to Hawley Lake entrance here. Gotta say, I didn't think I was gonna find it. They just don't post any signs. It's crazy. So lucky turn and just giving it some time, and I finally found this. But I just can't believe I ran into an intersection off the forest road that hit Highway 473, and it was a big sign with arrows, you know, such and such this way 5 miles, such and such the other way 10 miles, this way, that way. It had 7 different markers on it. Nothing about Hawley Lake. And then I was like, well, which way do I go, left or right? That's crazy. There's the lake. There's, I guess, that's a campsite. Like a bit of a boat launch, actually. I guess I'll go to the main. I think there's like a general store or something. I gotta let the truck cool down. Big lake. It's definitely not a day hiker to go around this sucker. It's too big. And the water level's fairly low. Not too bad, it looks like, but this lake is surrounded by dozens of old cabins, and they're abandoned. There used to be dozens and dozens of inhabited cabins up here back in from the 60s to the 90s that people it was like an HOA that I read, and they had a 40-year lease from the Indian reservation to have these cabins in here. And when the lease ran out in the 90s, the Indians wanted to renegotiate the lease agreement with the HOA because it had been the same price for 40 years. And the HOA voted no. And so the Indians kicked them all out. And the Indians told the people, the owners of all the cabins, that they could, it's big head, nice, that they could move the cabins off the Indian reservation at their own expense, or donate them to the Indians and get the fuck out. And so I read a lot of people did move their cabins to places like Show Low and Pinetop Lakeside and trucked them out of here. But a lot of people couldn't do that, and it's still dozens of abandoned ghost cabins all around, and the Indians were going to keep them and rent them for, you know, make money as rental cabins, but they left them in disrepair and vandalism, and they all fell apart, and now they're all just destroyed, and they didn't do shit with it, and this whole thing fell apart, and now they have they don't have any revenue from that deal. tires.